What's going on, guys? It is Shay here. Welcome back to another video, and today, everybody, welcome back to another tier list. Today we're going to be doing a tier list on my personal favorite, and I would say my all-time favorites. I shouldn't even say my all-time favorite. It's one of my favorites. No. Fuck it. My all-time favorite album from Gorillaz, with that album indeed being the relatively controversial Humans. This is their fourth. No, this is actually technically their fifth studio album, but this would be, of course, in phase 4 of, of course, the lore and everything. And I am very excited to do this. Now, before this, I wanted to do, what's his name? I wanted to do, D-sides as a tier list, but from the looks of it, no D-sides albums exist, which really sucks, dude, because D-sides is right behind Humans. It's my favorite compilation album, but it's my second favorite album from Gorillaz, which really sucks, dude. I really love D-sides. So instead of that, we're gonna just move on to this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into this. So with that being said, let's begin. So the first song that we have here is Andromeda, which is one of the 4 singles released from Humans before I think the album. No, I think Andromeda was released sometime after Humans was released. But Andromeda is an okay song, dude. Andromeda is an okay song. It has like that, like, of course, in space vibe, of course. I mean, hell, that's what the visualizer for the song has. The whole, like, in space, floating around kind of shit. So, yeah, we already know where this song has to go. Well, not really. I will say, though, I'm not really a big fan of Andromeda, but the song is definitely a very good song. We're going to put this... Ooh, God, I don't even remember when I had this in my other rankings. Because I have my own ranking of this. What should this song go into? Fuck it. B tier. The next song that we have here is Busted in Blue, which is the song that... Or technically Andromeda transition... Or... shit. Andromeda has a transition into the song. I've always heard that Busted in Blue is one of... I was about to say System of a Down. What the shit? I've always heard that Busted in Blue is one of Gorillaz' saddest songs ever. And it really is. Like, I haven't really shed a tear to it before. But Busted in Blue, it's sad, definitely. It has that sad vibe to it. And it's definitely a stray away. It definitely, like, it's a stray away from the rest of the energy from, like, the rest of the energy that the rest of the album has. Busted in Blue, it's definitely a very good song, but it's not one of my favorites. B tier. So the next technical song we have here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say right here, all interludes are gonna go in B tier for the hell of it, because none of them need to go into D or F tier, because I don't really see the point of that. So all interludes are gonna be going up in B tier. So Talk Radio, of course, B tier. The next song that we have here is an extended cut for Carnival. Now, I have never heard this song before, and because of that, I'm actually going to modify this last little row light right here. Let's see. Haven't listened to. So, bam, there we go. I haven't listened to this song yet, so we're going to put this down here. So, the next song that we have here is Carnival, which is, of course, one of the other couple songs off the album. This features, oh, fuck, I forgot to mention for Andromeda. That features a guy named Dram, if I'm saying his name correctly. I think I don't know if he's a rapper or not. But Carnival features Anthony Hamilton. I don't really know much about him, but my mom definitely knows a lot. She definitely knows about him. But Carnival, I've heard this song is actually dark. I really do like Carnival, though, dude. It's a relatively good song, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. But I don't really know the meaning behind Carnival. I heard somebody say that the song is dark, or it has like a dark meaning to it. But that could be with a lot of Gorillaz songs, because a lot of Gorillaz songs, or just songs in general, have a lot of hidden meanings in them. So, yeah, Carnival is going to go at a B tier. The next song that we have here is Let Me Out, which, if I'm correct, features Mavis Staples and somebody else. I don't remember the other person. I might have to go look at that through when I'm editing the video. But Let Me Out is a okay song. I don't really have much to say about it. B tier. The next song that we have here is Sex Murder Party, which is my second favorite song off the album. Yeah, I know. Like, a relatively forgotten song off of Humans, more than likely, is one of my favorites. If it weren't for She's My Caller being on the album, Sex Murder Party would be at a number 1 spot. Or would be at the number 1 spot of my favorite song off of the album. But Sex Murder Party, it has that certain kind of edginess to it. Like, the certain kind of edginess that not many Gorillaz songs. Well, of course that was older Gorillaz songs, but like current Gorillaz songs at the time didn't really have. Like Sex Murder Party, it has that feel to it, like macabre feeling, more of a, I guess, like as I said, edgy feeling to it, which I really do like. So you already know, automatic S tier. The next song that we have here is "She's My Caller," which is my favorite song off of the album. Now, I will say though, "Sex Murder Party" and it is kind of competing as my favorite song off the album. But "She's My Caller," I don't know, dude. I always heard that if you're listening to "She's My Caller," you are more likely horny. But no, I will say this though. One of the main reasons why I really liked listening to "She's My Caller" when I first heard of Humans was because of the drums. I know they're more likely electronic drums, or like an electronic drum set was used for that. But the drums in that song, or like the little beat, is so good, dude. I don't like it for like the freakiness factor to it, but I really love "She's My Caller," dude, and that's my favorite song for recent. And also, I did not know at the time of me finding that out. I didn't know at the time that "She's My Caller" is one of Gorillaz' most popular songs. I think it's in like 7th or 10th place, being as one of their most popular. I think only because Kali Uchis is featured in the song, which I think was like her big break in the music industry. I think because she was featured in a Gorillaz song, she was able to go off and make her own songs, which is really cool. But "She's My Caller" remains as one of my favorites, dude. S tier. So the next song that we have here is "Hallelujah Money," which was actually the first song, technically the first single released by Gorillaz for Humans. At the time, for like what? It had been like 5 years ever since a Gorillaz album was released, and many people had a lot of hope that this was going to be on another album. And of course, luck would have it, that's exactly what happened. "Hallelujah Money" is a relatively interesting song. I really do not know what the fuck this song is about, but "Hallelujah Money" is an okay song. We already know where that's going, at an S tier. The next song that we have here is "We Got the Power," which is technically the last song off of Humans, which you could say is the album's closer. But "We Got the Power" is an okay song. I think it features Jenny Beth. I think that's how you say their name. I don't know if it's a woman, or I think it's a woman. Let's say I don't know if it's a woman or a guy, but I think it's a woman. But "We Got the Power" is an okay song. I don't really have much to say about it, so it's gonna go out of beats here. The next song that we have here is "The Apprentice," which is the first song on the bonus DVD, or the bonus DVDs or CDs of Humans. It features, I think, with this, 5 other songs that are also really good songs as well. "The Apprentice" is it's an interesting song. It doesn't really sound like your average Gorillaz, and it doesn't have, of course, it doesn't really feature 2D in it. It only features him as like backing vocals. And I don't know who this features. I already forgot who it features. But yeah, "The Apprentice" is a relatively okay song. But because since I only ranked the standard edition of the album, "The Apprentice" definitely goes at an S tier for me. The next song that we have here is "Halfway to the Halfway House," right? I think features Pevin Everett, like how it does in Strobe Light. But I haven't heard the song yet. But I'm gonna say haven't listened to, but I assume that the song is really good, so it's probably gonna go at a B or an A tier. I'm not sure. Same with the next song, which is "Out of Body." I don't know. I've only heard the song very few times, and it wasn't even in full. So I'm gonna say B tier because I only really heard the song one time, maybe one or twice, or once or twice, and also fuck off. I don't really know. And same goes for the next 2 songs on the album too, which are "Ticker Tape" and "Circles of Friends." I haven't heard these songs either. I heard "Circle of Friends" is like the best, more of a better album closer than "We Got the Power." I think it's like more of an instrumental song, but I haven't heard these songs, and I assume all of these are really good songs. So yeah, I assume these are all probably going to a B or an A tier. Please let me know if anybody has any objections. But anyways, the next song that we have here is "Ascension," which is the technical first song of the album and features Vince Staples on rap vocals. But "Ascension," I think, is pretty much about how it's a song about discrimination against just any race. I don't even think it has to deal with blacks or anything. I think it's like, like racial discrimination with just any race. And yeah, and how like certain things like, firearms, drugs, and shit like that are relatively easy to get your hands on when when in some places they're actually illegal to possess, or something like that. It's a song like. And for those who don't know, Humans is a very relatively it's a somewhat politically charged album. Well, it's like it has politics here and there, but not really. But yeah, "Ascension" is a pretty okay song. and we're gonna have to put this at an A tier. The next song that we have here is Strobe Light, which is one of, if I'm correct, this was one of the first. This was one of the other 4 singles that were released. Same with Ascension. So this is one of the other 4 singles that were released, and Strobe Light is a really good song featuring Pevin Everett. And he's the only person that sings in the song. 2D doesn't sing in it or anything. And the music video is even better for Strobe Light. I might just go look at that after this video too. But Strobe Light is a really good song. S tier automatically. And I think I should point out that I think Strobe Light is a song that is more meant like, just have a good time, dude. Like, kind of like with Rock the House from Gorillaz' self-titled album. Like, it's just, their songs kind of just like, just have a good time. Have a good fucking time, dude. But other than that, we're going to move on to the next song, which is indeed Saturn's Bars, which was originally one of my favorites off of the album. The song is somewhat annoying to me. It features, what's his name? Popcorn on rap vocals, and of course features 2D as well. The music video is very good for the song, and was the only other single to be released by them for this album. Saturn's Bars, I don't even know what the fuck this song is about, but I really do like the song, and of course for that reason it's gonna go at, fuck it, we're gonna put this on an A tier. The next song that we have here is Moments, which is my least favorite song off the album. I actually used to hate this song a lot back then when I first heard this song. Like, but I've kind of gotten even with the song. Like, back then I could not stand Moments. I hated the song. It features De La Soul on rap vocals, and of course features 2D as backing vocals as well. But back then I hated this song, and I don't really like the song anymore. But it's definitely not it's definitely my least favorite off of this album. Because of that, that's gonna go for the first song up here at a C tier. So I'm actually editing this video right now, and I actually took a listen to Moments again today, and I have to say, I have really, really underestimated or like overhated the song a lot. It's actually pretty normal. So instead of putting Moments at a C tier, ignore that, and we're just gonna put Moments at a B tier. So yeah, we're gonna ignore that little change. The next song that we have here is Submission, which I think features I know it features Danny Brown, but I don't know the woman who is featured up here. No 2D on this song, and I'll get to that in a minute. Like probably close to the end. But Submission is a pretty good song. I don't really know what the song's about, and because of that, we're just gonna just wing it and put it straight up here at an A tier. And the last song that we have here on this tier list is indeed Charger, which features Grace Jones. For whatever reason, she's never really in the song. Like, she just has vocals here and there, which make, like, when she says, yeah, okay, when she says shit like that, it makes me think she's about to start rapping, but she never does. Like, she's literally just there. I am the ghost. Like, what the fuck, dude? But Charger is like one of the more, I guess, punk kind of songs. Like, it has like some very intense, very distorted sounding guitar on the album or on the song, which is really cool. I really like the song. And the Charger is a very underused song. This song could have been one of the best songs off of the album for Charger. But because of that, I really love Charger, so that's an automatic S tier for me. And there we have it. That is my tier list for Humanz. This is the only tier list I could find where it has at least every song from their album. It doesn't have the special edition of She's My Caller, which just has Kali Uchis just singing in Spanish. But I haven't even heard that one yet. Shit. But here's the thing with Humanz, though. When Humanz was first released, it was actually, I think, very hated because it was too political, or was political for Gorillaz' standards, or too political, I should say. And it was also did not feature 2D on the album much. Which of course prompted them to release another single. I think a couple months after Humanz was released, which was, if I'm correct, it would have been Sleeping Powder, which is an okay song. It wasn't featured up here, but yeah. Shit, why am I getting hiccups all of a sudden? I'm not even eating anything. Well, other than that, that pretty much about does it for this album. And even though Humanz is a lot of fans' least liked albums, because I think either because it's so political or something like that, or I don't fucking know, man. Because it's so political, or because it has like a lot of political like songs in it. Like, and Ascension is a like a main song right there that has like a political kind of view to it. But no matter what happens, dude, or no matter what people like, how much shit people give Humans, this will forever be my favorite studio album from them. So yeah, and one of my all-time favorite albums from Gorillaz in general. So with that being said, if anybody has any objections to my tier list, please let me know in the comment section. I will be very glad to read them. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.